Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. Some losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like
Yeah, welcome to the Rebuttal Entertainment, the best podcast on YouTube. Facts over feelings. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. We're going to talk about what's going on in boxing and UFC and all kinds of stuff. And is it done? Is it done? Is it going to be over with? Is Amazon Prime going to step up to the plate next? Tony K in the building, Lorenzo in the building, Mr. Shelton just hit the building. BBC done made it to the big time. What they do, Mr. Shelton? What they do to make it to the big time? What PBC do, Mr. Shelton? How they made it to the big time? Will Amazon Prime follow in Paramount footsteps? You know, we're going to debate it. We're going to talk about it. Ain't too much going on in boxing. We just got another month away for the big fight that you guys asked, some of you guys asked for. And, you know, Victor Conte is still out there spreading his narrative. And it is what it is. But is pay-per-view almost done? Is pay-per-view almost done? You know, they made the decision to strike a deal with Amazon. When PBC do that? PBC already had a deal with Amazon, but son, maybe I don't understand what you're saying. But will PBC follow in the footsteps of Paramount? Will Amazon and sign PBC to a big contract like they just did the UFC? Or Jeff Bezos and Amazon might be like, you know what? We tried. It's not what we're thinking. You know, we're just gonna run the course and move on like everybody else. Is boxing dying? That's what we need to talk about. You know, that is what we need to talk about, you guys. Is boxing really, really, really dying? We told you. See, you know, you got to blame the promoters. You got to blame the sanctioning bodies, and you got to blame the fighters. You have to blame the promoters, you have to blame the sanctioning bodies, and you have to blame the fighters. Because, you know, boxing, man, I don't know. It might be a dying breed. No, Turkey is killing it. Well, too, since before Turkey came, it was dying, if you want to be honest. You know? If you want to be honest, before Turkey came, it was dying. You got Paramount Plus, man. You subscribe to Amazon, Lou. No, I don't think so. Paramount is different. Paramount is CBS, and I'm subscribed to all of them. Paramount Plus is CBS. Amazon ain't got nothing to do with Paramount Plus. I'm telling you. Maybe something new. Because, you know, we both subscribe to Paramount because our favorite show come on there. But 2 cents. I don't think it's turkey. Turkey not killing it. It was always a dying breed before turkey got in there. You know, you gotta blame you gotta blame the fighters, you gotta blame the promoters, and you gotta blame the sanctioning bodies. Because everybody is losing boxing, leaving boxing. HBO left boxing. Showtime left boxing. ESPN left boxing. What's next? What's next? You know, that if you get, I think you're right about that, Mr. Shelton, but that's if you get the full package, right? That's a package deal. I think you're right about that. Let me see. Oh man. But yeah, man. So I don't know. Okay. Amazon Prime subscriber Friday. Mr. Sheldon, I don't think that's right. Because I'm subscribing to Amazon Prime. And I'm looking at the package deals now. Paramount not in there, or CBS. Paramount and CBS is a different entity. I'm looking at it right now. And I'm on Amazon Prime website. But you know, it is what it is, man. Eric R is in the building. What's going on, Eric? But yeah, man, so I don't know, man. Boxing might be a dying breed. It's a dying breed, man. Because if it's true, $1 billion deal, 7 years, Paramount plus CBS, they say, not Amazon Prime. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into it, Mr. Shelton. But anyway, no boxing, UFC. Everybody is leaving boxing. Everybody, because it's these spoiled boxers, it's these greedy promoters, and these idiotic sanctioning bodies. See, they all for themselves. They all for themselves. But now we're gonna see what's going on. But now we're gonna see what's going on. Cause there's gonna have to be some changes. It's gonna have to be some changes, man. Just listen. If you've been under a rock and don't know what's going on, if historic deal with Paramount and CBS, if they bringing in UFC fans, the first time ever fans in the US will have access to all UFC content without pay-per-view. So every single thing UFC have from now on is without pay-per-view. It's free. It's free. It's free. You can't ask for nothing better than that. So now you know you're gonna have to subscribe to Paramount Plus. You're gonna have to subscribe to Paramount. UFC, one of the biggest sports in the world, the exposure provided by Paramount and CBS networks under the new structure is a huge win for our athletes and anyone who watches the love of the sport. So what I have to ask Dana White is he going to pay the fighters? My man Gil Cole in the building. What's up, Gil Cole? What's going on? He said October the 18th is go time. What's October the 18th? What's October the 18th, Gil? Yeah, you're right, Mr. Shelton. We agree on that. Boxing ain't in the top. Well, they might be a little bit bigger than NASCAR. But you never know. You never know, man. But if they don't change things quickly, boxing gonna be obsolete. People keep thinking because Turkey in this, and he paying people all these money to show these for these fights. That don't mean nothing. If you ain't got no network to put them fights on, you got to go to the zone. It's gonna be a problem. And they gonna change the Ali Act too. People just gonna sit by and let them change it. So hey, like I said, it's gonna be a dying breed. 2 cents. My source tell me Thurman and Ortiz October the 18th. Nah, I don't think that's happening. I think Oscar say he want bigger fish to fry. I don't think it's happening, Gil, but we'll see. I hope it do. Hey, what's going on, champ? How you been, man? But what do you guys think about that big $1 billion deal? $1 billion. We can do all we want. We can do all we want. Everybody is leaving boxing. Boxing ain't bringing up no money. They're not. They. I keep telling you, you guys be thinking, because these guys are super rich. They don't care about losing money. No. These companies, these corporations, these promoters, nobody want to lose no money. Even Turkey, he don't want to keep losing dead money. They want to get some kind of profit, some kind of something. But if they're not making anything, everything can't be a loss. ESPN cannot keep losing. They cannot keep losing. That's why they gone. Wasn't nobody watching Top Rank on ESPN. Shakur wasn't bringing no money over there. Shakur wasn't bringing them no money. You know what I mean? They wasn't bringing no money over there. So they out of it. HBO out of it. Showtime out of it. You know what I mean? That's what I just said. And they ain't got nothing to do with and it don't have nothing to do with Amazon Prime. Paramount Plus paid $1 billion for the rights to UFC. Yep. Paramount Plus CBS. 1,000%. I just read it. Let me read it again. It's on my thumbnail if you ain't see the thumbnail. This historic deal with Paramount and CBS is incredible for UFC fans and our athletes. For the first time ever, fans in the U.S. will have access to all UFC content without a pay-per-view model, making it more affordable and accessible to view the greatest fights on a massive platform. This deal puts UFC among the biggest sports in the world. The exposure provided by the Paramount and CBS network under the new structure is a huge win for our athletes and anyone who watches and loves this sport. So they got $1 billion for 7 years. 7 years, I think it was 7 years, $1 billion Paramount Plus. You know what I mean? Eric R. Thurman might be fighting Lima after he beat Ortiz. Oh man, Gil, we shall see, bro. Okay. Wow, I stand corrected. UFC done finally hit the beat. Yeah. Well, 2 cents, you don't have to care, darling. You ain't got to care. You know, it's just something these boxers should care. You're not a boxer. You're just a fan. These boxers should care. Because every network they've been on, they losing. They losing. Think about it. Every network they've been on, they knew losing. And I'm gonna play devil's advocate. What if the Zone and Amazon Prime say right now we done? Is everything going on Netflix? You ain't gonna be able to watch a pressure boxing. What if Amazon Prime, the Zone, say I'm done? We're not making no money, you know. We ain't getting no kind of revenue. We're not getting no kind of revenue. So I think we're gonna pull the plug on the boxing stuff. Then what? Boxing is this close from disappearing off apps. They better do something. They better do something. They have to do something. You know, they gonna have to all join together and put on good quality events. These fighters better hope some network picks up. And that's what I'm trying to tell 2 cents. Exactly, Mr. Shelton, 1,000%. 1,000%. They better hope somebody picks up boxing. You know, because it ain't nothing. It ain't nobody now but who? Amazon Prime, The Zone, and Netflix, right? Pro Box or whatever. Maybe everything will be on Pro Box. We don't know. But if they keep losing companies and corporations pulling out, it's going to be a problem. This is a hell of a deal for UFC. UFC got a hell of a base. You mean to tell me for these UFC fans who love UFC, you ain't got to buy pay-per-view no more? You just subscribe to Paramount Plus and you watch it for free for the next 7 years? That's big. You subscribe to Paramount Plus and watch it for the next 7 years. That's big. Pro boxing, that's generation. It ain't like The Zone. Well, not The Zone. Who was it? It ain't like ESPN or Witcom. You subscribe to ESPN, but if they have a big major fight, you still got to pay for the fight. That shit don't make no sense. You know what I mean, Mr. Shelton? Lorenzo, that stuff don't make no sense. You already subscribe to one of these apps, you know, but then when they have a big major event, you still got to pay for the event. Pay for the event. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Shout out to Paramount Plus. You know, shout out to Paramount Plus, man, for doing their thing. Now, who's going to step up to the plate? Netflix already does it, right? Because all the Netflix big events, all you got to do is be subscribed to Netflix. So it's Netflix. Now it's Netflix. It's Paramount Plus, right? Hopefully they start paying the UFC. That's what I just said, Lorenzo. Exactly. Do this mean the fighters, UFC fighters, get more money, or Dana White get more money to go gamble? What do it mean? Do it mean he gonna start paying these fighters, Mr. Shelton, or he got more money to go gamble with? There's no reason these fighters shouldn't be making no more than three. All should be making like well, the big ones, the big fighters, 300,000, 400,000. You know. But you know him, he's gonna weasel his way down there. He's not gonna pay these fighters. Top Rank better step the game up. Well, first they gotta find a network to be fighting on. Exactly. They ain't gonna get more. The UFC gonna get. He bet, you know, fighters gonna get less. Hopefully his fight budget gets bigger. Well, it just got bigger. You know, it just got bigger. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can divide this. Let me see. What's 1 billion divided by 7?
The answer is 142,857,143.
So if you really do that, he get 142 million a year. If you want to just do it that way, Mr. Shelton, he get $142,857,000 a year for the next 7 years from Paramount Plus. Think about it. So for the next 7 years, so 1 year he get 142 million. Now, who he gonna pay these fighters? How much money these fighters gonna get? That's crazy. You know that Paramount would give him a yearly budget, right? I just said it. I'm just adding it up. I'm just adding it up, Mr. Shelton. Listen to what I'm saying. The thing is 7 years, $1 billion. So to me, the budget is 142 million a year divided by 1 billion. It's 7. 7 go to $1 billion, 142,000. That's how I'm looking at it. That's how I'm looking at it. Well, that's how I'm looking at it. It's a 7-year deal, $1 billion. So he got a 7-year deal to spend 7 years to spend $1 billion. And if it average out to 142,857,000. Yeah, I'm just saying. You're right. You're right. I know it might. It more than likely not going to be that. But I'm just wanting to know what the average was a year. But it's something like the same thing. Who was that gave Eddie Hearn that money? Who gave Eddie Hearn all that money? And he screwed it all up, spent it on crazy stuff. But we'll see. I don't know how much his budget going to be. Dana White ain't going to say what it is, but it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. If you're getting a $1 billion deal, you get to spend that $1 billion. I know that for a fact. So, I know he got to get he got to get venues and all that stuff, man. You know what I mean? Daisy in the building. What's going on, Miss Lady? How you doing? She like this dead Van Zone. So I'm just asking a question. Will Amazon Prime step up to the plate? Yeah, I just hope the fighters get money too. But Dana White, he'll tell you go F yourself and go somewhere else, knowing these fighters can't go nowhere else. That's the crazy point about it, man. So, should the second richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos, and PBC go to negotiate? That we're going to one up them. We're going to do an 8-year, $1.5 billion deal. No more pay-per-view. No more pay-per-view for if you got Amazon Prime. No more pay-per-view. See, that's what they got to stop doing. You already got to, and you still got to pay for pay-per-view. They got to stop that. I don't know if he's a fan of boxing or not. I don't think he would have let his team get into it if he wasn't a fan of it. That's for sure. His marketing team get into it to see what's going on. They not there just to waste money. So he probably is a fan of boxing. They didn't join this just to join it, just to see, let's see what happened. He got money to splurge. He just spent $50 million on the wedding. Oh man! So what do you guys think about this stuff, man? All we can do is shout out to UFC. Shout out to UFC for getting that big deal done. Now this is going to put pressure on everybody else. No more pay-per-view. It's heading that way. I'm telling you, it's heading that way. The PBC still going to do that little pay-per-views, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Turkey said no more pay-per-view with the zone too, right? There's no more pay-per-view with the zone either. So, PBC, the lone survivors. What month is this? How many PBC events this year? I don't even know. I don't even know. I think they got 2 more, maybe 2 or 3 more this year. 2 or 3 more this year. So I think they got 2 or 3 more this year. Maybe 2 or 3. And then, we're gonna see what 2026 holds. These people got to get it on top. We still don't know where Top Rank gonna be fighting at. Where they gonna be fighting at? Are they gonna be fighting on DAZN, Netflix, or Amazon Prime? They got to find some way to put them kids on. I'm quite sure they're trying to find somewhere to broadcast them fights. But man, I tell you, man, I don't know, y'all. I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic about this stuff and what's going on, man, because this can leave a dent into boxing. It's like I said, all the corporations and companies and some of the apps, they're getting tired of the boxing. They're not making no revenue. Sure, the main event boxers get paid. They're not getting the advertising. They're not getting a lot of things that can help them make money. That's why you got to blame the promoters for not putting on big and better cards so people can tune in. You got to blame Fire Stick Boys. You got to blame the Fire Stick Boys. Yeah, they probably do go to DAZN. I'm sure people still will willing to pay per view only if the fight is worth it. Yeah, I'm with you, Dave. But for how much longer though? For how much longer? I'm quite sure you're right. People are going to pay. They're going to pay for the Canelo and Bud. That's pay per view, right? So they're going to pay a little bit for that. So it's going to be a handful of what they're going to have to do to keep this stuff going, man. Because, these companies, man, and they pulling out for a reason. And I think they pulling out because they're not making money. They pulling out because they're not making money. But you got to understand that they should have been done this stuff, man. I thought it was free. Crawford said it. It's free? Is it? I don't think it might be. Where's on? Turkey? I thought Turkey said after October. Let me see. Is the Canelo Crawford fight free? Oh, okay. Yeah. It's on my fault. It's on Netflix. Yeah. I forgot. Netflix. Yeah. Netflix, you ain't gotta pay nothing. See, now this is why Amazon Prime got to give the program now. Because Netflix, if you're a subscriber, you get to see the events for free. Even if you subscribe to Amazon Prime, you still gotta pay for them fights, the big events. It's free if you have Netflix subscribed. Yeah, okay, yeah, I forgot. I thought they were fighting on. I keep forgetting they on Netflix. I thought they were fighting somewhere else. So that is free, and everybody in the world got Netflix. See what I'm saying? So Amazon Prime they got to give the program. They have to start getting with the program. You know, you getting people to subscribe to Amazon Prime, but the only thing they get to see is the undercard free. You know, instead of $80 and $90 for Tank Davis and Lamar Rose. Nah, the game is changing. You got to get with the program. If everybody's doing it, you have to do it. Really, you got to do it. If Jeff Bezos on Amazon Prime, you know, if they want to do that, we'll see. It's crazy, man. But you know, what else going on? What else going on in the boxing universe? Ray Ford got a fight coming up this weekend. He fighting the guy with the yellow beard that be having a mascot with him. Ain't that who he fighting? He always fight. He fighting that dude. So you know, that's what's coming up this week. What fights this week? I think he's gonna beat him too. I think he's gonna beat him. Let me tell you. I don't want to see the Dylan White bull crap. Don't nobody care about Dylan White. So, you know, Dylan White, it's time for him to retire. It's time for him to fight. Ball fighting Goodman. Ball is about to go. Ford is fighting Nava, the guy with the yellow beard. Now, I think Nava's going to be Ford. I think that's an upset. But I don't supposed to tell you. Harvard Vick is back. Okay, we got a couple of good fights. If you want to watch some boxing, there's a couple of good fights this weekend. If you want to watch some boxing, man. But it seems like everything has died down until the Canelo fight, I think. Because I haven't heard nothing coming up before then. You know, everything has died down. I don't think it's a real good fight before the Canelo and Bud fight. And, you know, so this is what we have to do. And let me say this to some of these YouTubers, the podcasts, man, people be going in their channel and y'all listen to these channels, man. Why don't some of you channel people just mind your damn business? You know, if other channels want to talk about whoever they want to talk about and spread their narrative, let them talk about whoever they want to talk about and spread their narrative. Instead of you making a video talking about the other channel, spread their narrative about your favorite fighter. You know what I mean? These people ain't crazy. These people crazy. Ain't free for me, nigga. 2 tickets cost me $98 plus one more ticket for the Chargers versus the Raiders for $406. That's the weekend for your boy. Well, you chose to pay for that bullshit. You know, you chose to pay for that bullshit. You chose to see your boy get his butt whooped. I feel many fighters overpricing themselves, even Canelo. I heard Tio ask for $11 million. I mean, why? How do you justify so much money for Tio? Did he ask for that, or they had offered that to him? Teofimo Lopez. You know, I think him and Shakur Stevenson Miss Davis is a smoke screen. I don't think they're going to be fighting. You know, I think that's just a smoke screen. Shakur just running his mouth. And if they do fight, that's it. Stop running your mouth. Put the ink to the paper. And Shakur, I'm telling you, I'm 2 seconds of really going ham on you. I'm tired of you talking about you're going to do. Man, you ain't going to smack nobody. You ain't going to smack Teofimo Lopez. You couldn't even hit the girl, dude. Stop the madness, man. This kid here is just gone. But see, that what happen when you hang with old fake gangsters, and now you think you're a gangster. You know, then when you by yourself, reality hits that old gangster is not much gangster you thought he was. Shakur Stevenson, you not smacking nobody. I guarantee Tio put them paws on you if you smack them put Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson in a room with no boxing gloves on. Who y'all think coming out on top? Who you think coming out on top? Tio put a beat down on his ass. I guarantee you. So I'm tired of these dudes that does that stuff, man. You're not doing nothing, man. But Tio needs to get in the fight. He needs to hurry up and get in the fight. People is already just like ready to move past him. Cause all of the bull crap they dealing with when it comes to him. So he better hurry up and get it together, depending on how big the room is. That's a good one. That's a good one. We put him in the jail cell, 4x8 room. He can't run that one. He's gonna have to fight. Well, no, he ain't gonna be no big room. We don't need T.O. chasing that nigga around. It's gonna be a 4x8 room. I got my money on Teofimo Lopez. It's simple as that. All that fake tell me he gonna smack. Get out of here, man. Kid dudes, man. But it is what it is, man. This stuff is going to be historic, though. It's going to be big. This thing, Turkey just announced there will be no more pay-per-view with DAZN. Right? Now, Paramount Plus got UFC and saying there will be no pay-per-view with UFC. Netflix, there's no pay-per-view with Netflix. You just got to be subscriber. See what I'm saying? They got to do it. They got to change it. They got to change. Doc Kent in the building. What's up, champ? He's like, Tio going to end up fighting Pitbull Cruz or something that's fighting that. That'd be a good fight. That'd be a good. I'd rather see him fight Pitbull Cruz because we know Shakur ain't gonna do but bob and weave. He ain't gonna fight Teofimo Lopez like he just fought what's called. And tell the UFC will now conquer the world. Yeah, with free pay-per-view, 1,000%. 1,000% correct. But the world with the show now.
Do you have evidence of this?
I want Matias versus Pitbull. I want Matias versus Russell. Pitbull is done. Daisy. I want to see people unify them belts. I want to see Sabril Matias and Gary Antoine Russell. That's better than the Pitbull crap. That's way better than the Pitbull crap. I'm telling you now. They is going to be banging. The only one that will smack Tio is Matias. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. 1,000%, Lorenzo. That man ain't doing nothing. I have $1 billion worth of evidence. Yeah. Exactly. Can you imagine all them UFC fans? They ain't got to pay for pay-per-view? Man, it's crazy. My man Darren Collins in the building. Team Minutes is the biggest scam in boxing. They fight when that fight? October 11th. Boots Ennis fight is October 11th, right? Darren Collins' favorite fighter, Boots Ennis. He fights October the 11th. Hey. And then we're gonna see who he fight after that. So, what's going on, Darren? Though, what you think about that UFC deal? What's your thought on the two Japanese fighters that unfortunately lost their lives, man? I don't know. I wonder what's going on with these Japanese fighters and losing their lives. All I can do is, pray for them, man. It's unfortunate. But ref might have to start stopping these fights early. He's like, ain't none of them dudes beating Boots Ennis unless it's one of the top 5 dudes, man. Boots gonna beat that dude at major. Yeah, it's major. 1,000%, darn. It's major. Like I said, y'all not listening. You gotta listen to me. Hit that like button. HBO gone. Showtime, gone. ESPN, gone. Gone, right? So who's next? Who's next? These people are losing boxing. Somebody gonna have to pick boxing up, or it's gonna be in big trouble. Stacking those raps. Looks like stacking is the problem. Yeah. But that's the problem, Darren, right there. That's the problem. Somebody gonna have to have something up their sleeve, man. Somebody is gonna have to have something up their sleeve, or boxing might disappear. It might disappear. They're gonna have to stay on Netflix. Amazon Prime gonna have to start doing something they do different in the zone. Them the three subscription apps that we on: Amazon Prime, Netflix, and the zone. I'm talking about boxing, not UFC. Now, what if two of them pull out? Damn sure won't be Boots in it. Boxing doing bad right now. This fool tweeted, "It's chess, not checkers." Okay. Darren Carter be following his favorite fighter. He tweeted, "It's chess, not checkers." Hey, maybe Boots knows something we don't know, y'all. Maybe Boots knows something that we don't know. Maybe they know something we don't know. Lou, you know anything about the Lima Bean dude, Boots fighting? I seen him fight one time. That's it. Boots gonna kill him. Boots gonna kill him. That Boots gonna kill him, Doc Camp. Put the money on Boots. And hopefully that's his tune-up. Then he can go fight the big dog. After this fight, I don't want to see no more tune-up for Boots Ennis. After this fight, I don't want to see no more tune-up for Boots Ennis. Exactly. That's what I just said. Boots knows something we don't know. Exactly. Tay is in the building. What's up, Tay? People who down in Boots crazy. He's number one in the WBC, WBA. Lenny Fandor, Virgil, and Therese Nash. Okay, Lou, they want the vacant belt. Plain and simple. They don't want to fight for the belt there. What vacant belt? What's it? 154. What belt is vacant? WBO, WBA. What belt is vacant? I don't even remember what belt is vacant. It ain't the WBO, is it? But Tay, you right, you know. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Is Bud getting stripped? Bud already dropped all his belts. He ain't got no more belts at 54, I don't think. He dropped them belts, Doc Camp. Bud did not have no more belts. He dropped them all. You know, this is last fight. Lima Bean might just whoop Boots ass. Yeah, you ain't gonna bet on it. This might be. This is Terrence Crawford last fight, so you know he had to drop the belts and all that good stuff. Wait, it's not vacant, but he wants the weakest champion. I'm about to say, I know that. I know what I'm about to say. That's something I don't know. You know, who's the champions at middleweight? The weakest champion is Xander Zayas. Oh yeah, Zayas. Oh yeah, I forgot all about that bum. Xander Zayas is the most overrated, overhyped fighter in boxing mankind history, besides Edgar Berlanga and Jaime McGill. Xander Zayas is the most overhyped fighter in mankind history. Man, Bud done. Nobody care about what Bud said. Bud said he wouldn't have no more babies. He just had one more. Man, everybody think about Bud Crawford. Shut up, bitch. Trip. Yeah, he can say what he want to say. You know.
Do you have evidence of this?
Who didn't go Zaya's way? So how you saying that? What you mean, Boost? Man, I just don't like Zayas. That's how I'm saying it. I watch boxing. I've been watching him. He's not that damn good. That's how I say it. You know, it ain't got nothing to do with Boost ain't going his way. Zayas is not that good. Guarantee tell you 1,000% he's not. He going the WBA route. Bud will be fighting. Don't be using my whole government name. College, you mean WBC route to fight Virgil next. Boost ain't, man. Y'all don't know what Boost gonna do, man. Tell you funny. Not you, Lou Dern. Till will be elevated, Bud the old belt. Man. And this is why we in the predicament now. Look, just for this 154-pound crap, look at all the stuff we talking about. Elevated, email belt, you know, who's gonna fight who. All this bull crap. All this bull crap, Tay. You know, I don't believe the Virgil fight happening. I don't believe it. I don't believe it until they sign it on the dotted line. It'll be a good fight. It'll be a good fight. You know, whenever they finally get in the ring, it's going to be a good fight. I know one thing: Boost can't be taking them punches like he be taking them from them other dudes. You know, he gonna be out doing a lot of slipping, the bobbing and weaving. He gonna be out doing a lot of bobbing and weaving. His ass gonna be weaving. You know. Oh shit! Little Bud ain't whooping nobody. Canelo gonna put them paws on that nigga. Canelo, I told y'all, now everybody trying to say what I say now. I'm telling you, it's the reason Canelo didn't knock out Jaime McGill, didn't knock out Edgar Berlanga, and them dudes like that. You know what I mean? But now he's motivated because you guys really think this small welterweight can beat him. Some of you guys even think that little small welterweight can knock him out. That's the most idiotic shit I heard in my whole entire life. I think people trying to make it seem like Booth scared of Virgil, but Virgil ain't look good since he stepped up the competition. Virgil looked good his last fight. It looked good his last fight. He put them paws on Martimov. Tell you need to go join members only, champ. Join members only. Go to the regular channel, hit the members only thing, join members only. You get free merch if you win the raffle. But at first Virgil was ducking Boost. Now y'all saying Boost is ducking Virgil. Whenever they get in the ring, stop deflecting. You that nigga, man, I beat you, little Bud Crawford. Too small. He get thrown on wild punches like get wheels of field, hit him with the leg with the bat. Hit him in the leg with the bat. Too old to be. Oh, my man Roland with the punches is in the building. Follow TV. Much love, bro. Roland, what you been up to? Lou, go look at the WBA ranking. That's the route he's taking. Watch. So Boost in his. All right, let me see. WBA rankings for the 154-pound division in boxing. Let me see what's going on. I don't know what weight class he's going to take. Bud dropped that WBA belt, right? So they're going to elevate Tillis to WBA interim champ. He's an interim. Pandora got the 2 belts. Muratalo got the WBA, WBC. IBF, I mean. Xander Diaz got the WBO. MARBURY, Pavel Saluga, Jose Ramos, Karbinov, Mardamov. Oh, okay. Ismael Flores, and okay. So you trying to say that's an easy route? I hear you. I got dropped 3 times versus Bolichuk, and he only beat Mardamov 7-5 with no training leg. And you listen to anything, man. He beat them Paul. He beat that man worse than Crawford beat him. Stop the hating, champ. Trying to get my little business going. Just trying to get by. I hope you get it up, champ. Put the shout out up there. What kind of business you doing? This is what killing boxing too. All the mazes the fans had to go through to figure out that a fight that should have been happened won't. Yep. Yep. But I'm trying to get back and following boxing. I feel you, champ. I'm going off the scorecard. I feel you. That's a good one. He said he's going off the scorecard. That's a good one. But y'all hit the like button this Monday, man. You know, a lot going on in the boxing community, man. Boxing, they're gonna be looking. They're gonna be like this in a minute. Looking over their back, man, because David is in the building. What's up, David? Because they tripping. They tripping. I'm telling you. Everybody's getting rid of boxing. Pay-per-view is dead. This is pay-per-view about to be done. So that means these promoters and managers gonna have to add these people like not Paramount, Amazon and people like that to up some more money, and they're gonna have to stop it. Fedor got 1 belt. Fedor got 2, don't he? I thought Fedor had 2 belts. Let me see that. Oh yeah, he just got the WBC. Bachman got the IBF. Zayed got the WBO. Okay, and the vacant is on the WBA. They're gonna put tellers for that. Okay, I got you. Boston got us fans, supporters going back and forth. We get a piece of the pie. Shit, it ain't gonna be no pie for us to get. It ain't gonna be no pie for us to get if they keep doing this. Y'all don't know how big that is, man. UFC just signed a $1 billion deal with Paramount Plus. Do y'all know how big that is? Do y'all know how, David, what's going on, champ? Do y'all know how big that is? Little lawn maintenance, Lou. Okay, thank you for your positive words. Oh yeah, man, you gonna do it? You do it. A lot of people leave that non-care. Advertise, man. You know, get your flyers, putting in all the little small stores. You know, going to salons, put your, put it in the salons, man. You know, do it now while it's summertime. But we ain't getting a piece of that pie, y'all. That's for damn sure.
Do you have evidence of this?
None of that pie. You know, this thing, like I said, 7 years, $1 billion deal is like I said, $142 million a year, and 800-something thousand. 700 million out of that deal is. Hey Eric, we were just talking about that shit. Exactly. Oh, my man, Jason in the building. They say F Bud, Devin, and Shakur. 700 million, and Dana White's still going to pay them fighters nothing. He's still going to pay. That's just more money for him to be gambling. So if you break it down, you put they're going to be if you really, let's just do it this way, the easy way. $142,843,000 a year. That's what Dana White is getting a year from Paramount Plus CBS. For the UFC, no pay-per-view. All pay-per-view from now on will be free. No pay-per-view. So $142 million a year. He can do something with that. Right now, these fighters getting 50,000, barely 100,000. Some of them, you know. I don't know how many events UFC have a year, but they be having a lot of events. But Dana gonna figure it out. Do you see Turkey start cut down paydays for all fighters next year? Well, is it all fighters, or is it the fighters that they're gonna be fighting under his new umbrella, Daisy? Which one is it? All fighters, or the fighters that's gonna be fighting under that new umbrella that him and Dana White got? David Devin has fought more world champions than time, man. Oh God, David, don't make me block you, man. Talking nonsense, man. Devin has fought more champions than Tank. That's what you're trying to say? More champions?
Do you have evidence of this?
Meanwhile, our so-called next superstar trying to fight club fighters. Hint, Rashidi Ellis, Sigma A, we cooked them, Lou. We can't wait no longer. We cooked. I just heard Rashidi Ellis say he's going to take the money. So is it too late? If UFC fighters don't have a pay increase, Dana a piece of shit for real. Exactly. TKO. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tay, it got to be TKO. I'm talking about the Canelo, the Devin Haney's, etc. Oh, no, that's not happening. Devin might take. Canelo ain't got to take. Canelo ain't bowing down nobody, because Canelo ain't got to fight for Turkey. Canelo can go right back to PBC. He can go right back to PBC and fight. Canelo gonna always make at least $25, $50 million a year. 25, 35 million until he retires. Canelo will be making at least $25, $35 million every fight until he retires. Cause people want to watch him. He bring in the moolah. Now Devin Haney, I don't believe Turkey want to pay Devin Haney no money any damn way. You know, I don't think he want to pay him money. Why do you think Bill was out there begging, say, Turkey, we got you, begging to get that payday, begging like a mug. But yeah, TKO, they're gonna start off with 25,000, 50,000. That's a TKO league that they about to start. But the big fighters, they're not gonna be fighting in no TKO league. No, they're not gonna be fighting in that league at all. I never trusted Turkey, definitely not Dana. Their end game is to do boxers like they do UFC fighters. They see how much money boxing generates. They probably hate the boxers, get great pay. Yeah, that's why they're trying to get rid of the Muhammad Ali Act. Exactly why they're trying to get rid of it. You know, but I don't know, man. That's exactly why they're trying to get rid of it. They don't want to pay these dudes what they worth, but a lot of these dudes ain't worth what they paying either. Contract signed, dude. Who's fighting lima beans? Boxing can't keep going on like this. Before you came on, I was just telling Mr. Shelton, boxing is in trouble now. And Darren, that's with that new UFC contract. No more pay-per-view for them either. I don't know, man. Bob ain't even found a place to put his fighters yet. The European finna kick down the door in the third league. Bob ain't even found a new yet. New home yet. ESPN, like I said, ESPN gone. No more. HBO, no more. Showtime, no more. You know, no more back end for nobody. Nah, they still get back in for PBC for right now. But I don't know about later. Because right now, boxing is losing all the platforms to put boxing on. They're losing all the platforms. There's only 3 platforms. Just think about it. We ain't gonna talk about Showbox. I mean, what's called. There's only 3 platforms boxing is fighting on: Amazon Prime, Netflix, Paramount Plus. Well, Paramount Plus and DAZN. Them the three actually fighting on it. Now, what did they say? PBC after this year, Amazon Prime be like, we out. Then what? Turkey don't care about money. Oh, he care about money. Why you think he got mad that he went on a rant about losing all that money? That's on that New York thing. That nigga has unlimited. Nah, he don't have unlimited money. The Saudi government have unlimited money. But you see, they winding it down now. So I keep telling y'all thought I said eventually. I said this shit, CK, a year and a half. I said eventually, even rich, filthy rich people don't want to keep losing money for no reason. You know, I mean, they want to have some kind of income, something coming in. Them niggas had nothing coming in putting on these fights. You know? But eventually he's gonna be like, wait a minute now. You know, go Google and see who money Turkey is using. It's not his money. It's all the government. Box and PVC, Miles, well merged. They rostered together. Yeah. You know, Box, they got their own thing. Lou, we need tanking it. Exactly. About time somebody admit it. About time somebody. I ain't want to bring it up. I didn't want to bring it up. Jason, what's going on, champ? There's a lot of stuff going on, Jason. Darren, I ain't want to bring it up. I ain't want to say nothing. You know, all these people. I keep telling people always keep saying, Canelo this, Canelo. No, I'm telling y'all, Tank Davis is the face of boxing now. Whether y'all agree with it or not, he's the face of boxing. He put asses in seats. You know, he put asses in seats, and the whole world want to see that young nigga fight. Just like Shador Sanders this week. You see how everybody in the world had that dude back. They fuck with him. They want to go, you know, see him. They want to see him win. It's the same thing with Tank Davis. Either you love him or you hate him. But most people wants to see the kid, you know, inside the ring. He bring eyes to the networks. Tank Davis fight. People gonna watch. Even they steal it or whatever way, they're gonna watch it. And Darren, right? He need to get his ass back in the ring. But I think this weekend, Darren, I think the 5th, this Friday we will know, because I think Tank go to court Friday. So we'll see if they're gonna drop the charges or what they're gonna do. I know one thing, I just canceled my reservations. So I was going to the fight, so I canceled my reservations. So facts, even people I know who don't watch boxing or football be turning in for Shakur. Exactly. People want to see them. Both of what they both got in common. People love them, and people want to see them lose. People hate them for no reason at all. You know, the whole world wanted to see Shador Sanders fail or win. You know. Do you think real people, not celebrities, are going to make the travel to watch the November card? Ain't nobody going out no damn Saudi Arabia. Ain't nobody going out there. Oh man, ain't nobody going out there. You know, and they don't have a big. It ain't up a $4,000 or $6,000 arena out there that they have. So you know. If you got the money, ain't nobody going out there. They're going to watch that shit on TV. Monica is in the building, so they boo Tank Davis. Dana White going to be paying his fighters purse all the interest. Ain't nobody going to Saudi. You can't even smoke all that. You can't do nothing out there. Nobody was asking for no goddamn Lamont Road. Yeah, exactly. Nobody but asking about. but they got it and the whole world watched. See what I'm saying? Everybody watched it. I didn't want Tank to fight Lamont Rhodes. Hell no. But I knew who Lamont Rhodes was. I'm from DC. I know who he is. I knew he could fight. You niggas didn't know he could fight. But them Matias and Russell fight on the same exact. See? Man, damn, we think alike, man. We think alike. Matias and Russell. You put Matias and Russell on any card, the whole world gonna be watching. The whole world gonna be watching. And this was gonna have to start doing, like Barbara saying, him and PBC is gonna start doing more fights together. They ain't got no other choice. They ain't got no other choice. Matias and Russell will be the fight of the century. I guarantee you. I guarantee you that will be the fight of the century. You know, I love to see it. I love to see it. But Tank Davis go to court, I think this week, Friday, I think. And I don't know what's going to happen, if they're going to drop the charges or what they're going to do. But we'll know something by Friday. We'll know something Friday. So, you know, a lot of people, you know, no. David said nobody asking for goddamn Lamar Rhodes, but ain't nobody asking for no goddamn Bud Crawford and Canelo either. But we got it. We getting it, ain't we? So we get a lot of shit that we won't ask for. We get a lot of shit we don't ask for. I know one thing. We better start getting a lot of shit that we asking for, or Boston going to be in trouble. Now, after that deal just happened. After that deal, man, just think about it, y'all. $1 billion for 7 years. 7-year deal. No pay-per-view. For UFC fights. With UFC fan base. They loving that shit. They loving it. People forget Roach is their champion. Exactly, TK. 1,000%. You know, they just didn't know nothing about him. That's all that was. Now they see he can fight. They see he can fight. That's all. But we didn't ask for it. He right about that, though. Ain't nobody asked for that shit. I damn sure didn't ask for it. If it's up to me, after Tank rematch Lamont Rhodes, if he rematch Lamont Rhodes, Tank Davis' next fight should be Shakur Stevenson. His next fight should be Shakur Stevenson, Kid Austin, because that's his number one. That's his mandatory. And what's my guy name at 35? I forgot the guy name, because Tank ain't gonna fight number 3 more times, y'all. There was champions at 135. But who was champions at 135? And please, David, I'm gonna say it one time. We do not do no disrespect on this channel. All the meat eating, I'm gonna give you one warning, and I'm gonna go ham on you. We don't disrespect. You can go on them other channels and do that. We don't say no disrespectful shit, because I'm the most disrespectful nigga you're gonna meet. Niggas have opinions. If you don't like it, get the fuck off my show. It's as simple as that. You only get one warning on this channel. We don't do no disrespectful shit over here. You go on them other channels to do that shit. We talking boxing. You can't take people's opinion, fine. Just simple as that. I ain't gonna say it again, champ. We need Tank and Shakur. Tank versus Tio. Exactly. Yeah, we need it. I don't think Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo are going to fight. I think it's just all blah, 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 la, zap, 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 talk. That's all. Something to get their name out there. But if it happens, I would love to see it. Because we got to get these main fights. We have to get these main fights, man. You know, if we don't get these fights, man, it's gonna be a problem. You know, if we don't get these fights, it's gonna be a problem. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Keyshawn Davis wasn't available. Keyshawn Davis had his own agenda on the top line. You think he can just jump in and fight Tank Davis? That just shows you don't know nothing about boxing. You just running your damn mouth. No wonder you saying that idiotic shit. You know, get out of here, man. You don't know nothing about boxing. I agree. It should be no disrespect. So please stop disrespecting Bud Crawford. Well, we ain't talking about him. We ain't talking about Bud Crawford. You better not duck me, son. What's up, champ? How you been? Walter, what's going on, champ? How everything doing with you and the family, man? Talking with Keyshawn, man, calling somebody out, man. Keyshawn just got a belt. How the hell he been calling somebody out? Keyshawn was bothering. And you talking about Shakur would have got it before Keyshawn. Keyshawn had to get a belt. Walter said Canelo stops Bud. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. Darren Collins said, in the news. Love Luke. Been good, man. Glory, yeah. I'm good, Tam. You know, like, right. Glory to God, man. You know, things are going good, man. We just chilling, you know, talking boxing, talking about the big contract, Paramount Plus, and the UFC just signed a $1 billion deal, Walter. $1 billion, 7-year, $1 billion deal, Paramount Plus, CBS, and UFC. No pay-per-views. So if you got Paramount Plus, you get to see all the UFC fights for free. You get to see all the UFC fights for free. No more pay-per-view. So stuff is getting tight. Pay-per-view might be obsolete. Because you know, Netflix, no pay-per-view. The Zone, Turkey say, when he say October, November, no more pay-per-view. So what is Al Heyman and Amazon Prime going to do? Are they going to keep having that pay-per-view event? They probably will. Or let Netflix do the same thing. Not Netflix, unless Amazon Prime do the same thing. But if these dudes starting to have, if you just subscribe to the app and you ain't got to pay no pay-per-views, shoot, that's good. That's how it should be. You know? But, you know, pay-per-view is dead. I fire stick all my fights. That's why it's dead, because you fire stick it. And that's exactly why it's dead, because you fire stick all your fights. You know? But in certain fights, people will still pay for them. Or I would pull up to the stadium, arenas, and realize, you know, in certain fights, people will still pay for them. It ain't gonna be extravagant as Ryan and Tank. I don't think we're gonna never see another Ryan and Tank Davis pay-per-view. Canelo and Bud might get close. They might get to maybe 700,000. I mean, well, they ain't gonna get the number because that's on Netflix, so we don't even know the number. There will never be a fight get that close. Maybe, you know, never. So pay-per-view is probably dead, but you know, people would still pay for Tank Davis fights. You know, they still gonna pay for him, but it probably be now who he fight. They can't keep making all his fights pay-per-view. You know, they can't keep making all his fights pay-per-view. You know, I went to Shakur, Zapata, Berlin, Shirazi, man. Oh, okay. How did you like it? I'm going to see Booth again in Philly. Oh, okay. That's Darren Collins' favorite fighter, Booth Ennis. Oh my God. You know, that Darren Collins' favorite fighter, Booth Ennis. Oh man, that's funny. But you know, a lot of this stuff is gonna die, man. They not gonna have an app or nothing to put these fights on. I love it. I'm just a Shavers hater. Yeah, oh, okay. He big goofball dude. Anybody can be Berlanga. You can be Berlanga Walters. You know. No. Keyshawn got hands. Give me one A-level fighter Keyshawn Davis fought. Name one A-level fighter, and Keyshawn can fight, but I'm just going to play devil's advocate. Give me one A-level fighter Keyshawn Davis fought. Man, Boytech was a bum. He was the weakest link of all the champions at 135. Well, he was never A-level. Never A-level. Give me one A-level fighter Keyshawn Davis fought. Do I got to pull his resume up? I love proving you dudes wrong who come in here with these big mouths thinking y'all know everything. Give me one. Give me one. Keyshawn Davis Boswell. No, give me one A-level fighter. Not even that, he won. I just never liked him. Keyshawn Davis 13-0. All right, let's see who he fought. I'm gonna go all the way back to 2022. Anthony Yiggett, Francis Pedera, Nahir Allwright, Jose Pedraza, McGill Margino, Augusta Lemos, and Burchuk. Again, one A-level fighter. A-level that Keyshawn Davis fought. Where they at? We all knew Burchuk was losing to whoever. Exactly. See, these dudes come in here. It's facts over fillers on this show. Nobody care about Tank getting your money, come Monica. Move on. Who cares? You know, who cares? Bud Crawford will never get our money. How about that? Bud Crawford will never get nobody money. I went to see Bud in California. He lost to Canelo, maybe by KO. Canelo is due a KO. Yeah, he gonna send him to the upper room. He went life and death from Baltimore. Exactly. Only people think he gonna win is Darren Collins, and Monica. They're the only people think he gonna win. And some of the hopeless Bud Crawford fans, and some of the hopeless Bud Crawford fans, they're the only one think he gonna win that fight. People who had no idea, who just fan of man. That's it. Not a sport of boxing. He got a chance, right? They say. Again, name me one A-level fighter Keyshawn Davis fought. Anthony Yiggett, Patera, Albright, Pedraza, Miguel Medino, Augusta Lemos. He was a B level. He was up there, but he had to go down from 40 to 35, so we can't say he was A level. And Burchuk. So what the A-level fighter that Keyshawn Davis fought? What that? 3 of them dudes he fought, he brought down from 40 to 35. Y'all know that, right? We see the flashes that he can fight, but let's just wait. I seen somebody say Bud can beat Benavidez. Monica Fight said that. Tell you fact, people bugging, you bugging. That don't mean he's just because you're an undefeated world champion in silver medal, do that mean you're an A-level fighter? And this side too, okay, let's pull Dennis Burchuk. Dennis Burchuk boss back up. Okay. Undefeated world champion, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. We're gonna pull Burchuk boss back up. See, forget that. We gonna pull his box back up. All right, we're gonna go down. He fought Jose Sanchez. You don't know who is that? Issa Chavez. You don't know who that is. Even Mendy, 47-5 dude. He fought Anthony Yiggett. He fought Navarrete, who went up to fight him. And he fought Keyshawn Davis and lost. So stop going by these. See, I'm gonna teach you dudes. I'm gonna teach you dudes how to not go by because these dudes are champions and they won this, that they A-level competition. You go Google that competition. Stop going to these people podcasts and that because he was a world champion and did silver medalist. That silver medalist ain't got nothing to do with his pro boxing record. With his pro boxing record. It got nothing to do with his pro boxing record. I just pulled up his check resume. Only two names he got on here is Keyshawn Davis. He got slaughtered. And Navarrete. That's it. He only mentioned Belichick because he's Mexican, and I think highly of Navarrete. Well, that fight, Navarrete had to move. Navarrete moved up to 135. He should never move up to 135. He should have stayed down to 130. He's too small for 135. You know what I mean? Okay. I gave Keyshawn. I say Keyshawn Davis can fight. He can fight. But you also gotta give props to Wiz dude that he hasn't fought nobody. Nobody yet. But he's at the weight class now. Come back in here when he fight Gary Antoine Russell, when he fight Matias, when he fight them guys, when he fight Tio and all them guys. Then come in here and say he fought somebody. And I don't want to hear he can beat them guys. Let's wait and see till he beat them and fight them. Then we're going to see how good he is. 140 is the best weight class in boxing. One of the best besides 154. 140. Now that he's up there with people his same size, he ain't dehydrating nobody. We're going to see what he can do. You know? We're going to see what he can do. Y'all just don't like handling the truth over this joint, man. You know, y'all do not listen. Y'all don't like the truth over here. We just tell y'all facts. No more arguing with you guys. We're going to pull up the resume. We're going to pull up the resume. We got 2 more weeks for the Fantasy Football League. If you guys like football, hit the link if you can, or go to Fantasy Football, ESPN Fantasy Football League. Hit join the league and look for the Rebuttal Entertainment League. We only got, I think, 8 more slots or 7 more slots left. And we're going to have the first and second place winner. You know, it's $50. So if you want some smoke, join the Rebuttal Entertainment Fantasy Football League. If y'all want some smoke, the draft is 2 weeks. We're going to have the draft on the 23rd. That's a Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern time. So y'all know we love football. So the Rebuttal Entertainment Fantasy Football League. Go to ESPN and or if you can hit that link, hit the link and join. You know. I ain't talking to I like Keyshawn. See, that's the thing about it. Ask anybody in here. I like Keyshawn Davis. But on this channel, we just tell facts, man. We tell facts. Who thought he was going to lose to Belichick? Who in the hell thought he was going to lose to Belichick or the weight drain Pedraza? Come on, man. I'm done with Keyshawn Davis. I think Scooter Davis. Scooter Davis is going to be the best up-and-coming boxer in boxing. No, he won't stop Keyshawn. No, we ain't gonna say that. That's my guy too. I interviewed Scooter 3-4 times. Scooter Davis is going to be the next big thing in boxing. Watch what I tell y'all. Bud already said David gonna be that 2-bed moniker. Stop the bullshit. What did you talk about? Bud said he ain't fighting them in 2-bed. Big Tony in the building. What's up, Big Tony? Nah, man. Yeah, Big Tony. We got a lot of stuff going on, man. But I just want to let everybody know. I want to let y'all know what's going on in boxing, man. Now that UFC got that big deal, boxing really got to unite. Because if they don't unite, they're going to lose more and more platforms. Then they ain't going to have nowhere to watch. You know, they're lucky Netflix is doing it. You know, they're lucky Netflix, The Zone, and Amazon Prime is doing boxing right now. Just think, if Amazon Prime pull out of boxing, where PBC going to go? We don't even know where Top Rank going to go. Now, there was a lot of people who picked Bud to be Earl. I picked EJ. Benavidez would do Bud like Bud did Earl. Monica just talking. Bud Crawford even said he was too big. He wasn't fighting no Dave Benavidez. Because remember, Dave Benavidez stepped on and said, you beat my brother, beat me. That fight there wouldn't go 5 rounds. It wouldn't go 5 rounds. It beat the dog doo-doo out of Bud. Bud fans would never tell him to fight Dave Benavidez. Oh, Bill, that'll be able to move us one. Nah, he going for the money. He doing what he supposed to do. He doing what he supposed to do. Go Saints. Who in the hell is the Saints? I ain't never heard of no team like that. But like I said, go to fantasy football, you guys. We only got 2 more weeks for the draft. I think we got 7 slots left. The rebuttal entertainment. A lot of people gonna be smoking bud that day. So yeah, we got fantasy football coming up. We got the start of the NFL and the rebuttal entertainment. What is that? I think it's September the 2nd. No, September 3rd. Sunday morning. That's Sunday morning. 11 o'clock Eastern time. We're back. The NFL on the rebuttal. And let me see it. I don't want to get it. I only want to get a copyright. Let me see if I get it. I only want to get a copyright. Where is that? Let me see if I can find it. I don't want to get Eric and them hype. Where is that? That ain't it. Is this it? I can't get the hype. That's the intro. That's the intro. The NFL on the rebuttal entertainment, baby. Get pumped. Bud gonna do the cha-cha slide when Canelo land. Bud getting his payday. He gonna just don't play it. Look at Tony. She ready to get hype. She ready to get hype. You ready to get hype, Tony K? No, I won't get a copyright. They're just gonna take the monetization money off. Oh man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna play it when football season comes, though. I don't care. None of them shows gonna be monetized. What you got going to Super Bowl? What I got going to Super Bowl? I don't know. It's too early now because these teams. You know what? Right now, if I had to pick who's going to the Super Bowl. I'm going to go with Philadelphia Eagles again. I don't think Kansas City going back. I think people got Kansas City number. I think it's going to be a surprise team in the AFC. It might be the Denver Broncos, but I don't know yet. Bengals all day too. Oh, shit. Tay, you need to come join the Fantasy Football League, man. Make sure we do this so come join the Fantasy Football League. Go to download the app, ESPN Fantasy Football, and you join the show. Nope, Detroit and Philly. I forgot all about Detroit. Yeah, it's going to be Detroit or Philly. I think Detroit, I don't know. I'm going to go with Philly. Philly and my AFC team, I'm going with the Denver Broncos. Well, go, like I said, download the Fantasy Football ESPN app. It say join the league. When you join the league, look for the Rebuttal Entertainment League and join it. Commanders got a good team also. Yeah, I don't think they're going to Super Bowl. I don't think they're going to Super Bowl. They might. You never know though. They might break down Canelo versus Bud fight and Benavidez versus Audi fight. Canelo versus Bud. This Bud. This Canelo. Chasing them around. I don't know, man. Bud gonna have to stick and move, man. Use that arm lift, man. Get Canelo angles, man. And win a 12-round decision. Canelo gonna have to do better. Go for the kill. Stalk him. Body shot, left hook. Knock him out. David Benavidez last 5 or 6 rounds with Anthony Yarde. He's winning the fight. Anthony Yarde going to have to get him out within the first 5 rounds. If not, It's over. Monica, we ain't no Earl had broken ribs and could barely stand. Y'all stupid. Y'all gotta stop with these conspiracy theories, man. Bud Crawford just beat the living shit out of Earl Smith Jr., man. Y'all gotta stop. He beat that nigga like he stole something. Y'all need to stop that shit, man. And yes, I do have evidence of this before you even ask.
Do you have evidence of this?
Oh man, what Eric said maybe Eagles versus Bills or Ravens. Ravens ain't going nowhere. Ravens suck. Ravens suck, man. They ain't going nowhere. They just like the Saints. Saints ain't going nowhere. They ain't even got a quarterback. I can go quarterback for the Saints. You know, you heard me, baby. Son of God and his bum ass team. Broncos might be the deepest team in the NFL. I just said the Broncos might surprise. That's my. I'm gonna change it, but you know that's my Super Bowl pick for now. The Eagles and the Broncos. I got the right to change my opinion. So I mean, Bills and Ravens ain't going nowhere. All right, well, it's time to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all coming in, but like I said, they better them boxers and come and managers and promoters and sanctioning bodies, they better do something. UFC got one leg up again on them. No pay-per-views. And now, you know, it ain't but 3 platforms left to show boxing. Amazon Prime, Netflix, and DAZN. Now, if one of them cut out, what's next? Boxing is a dying breed, y'all. And the only way we're gonna get it to get back to where it's at, we have the mega fights. We need these mega fights, man. We need Canelo fighting David Benavidez. We need Tank Davis fighting Shakur Stevenson. We need Boots Ennis fighting anybody. Oh, Walter, I miss you, champ. The Rebuttal Entertainment. Y'all hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace and blessings.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry.